We are currently inside of the season of the finals, and we have players that are out here that are flopping two-time MVPs if he wins this championship. We're talking about SGA because I get where the frustration is from both people that have formerly played, people that are currently playing, and there's this clip that I want y'all to watch. It's going to be a little bit of a while, so I'll be back in just a little bit. But I want you to hear this take that this man has, and you tell me how you feel, and I'm going to tell you how I feel once my video gets into play. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Jay Will, SGA also went to the free throw line 9 times in game 1. You got to take an issue with this with SGA?
Let's say I'm gonna take my analyst hat off for a second. No issue. Free throw attempts. Training with Kobe, watch Michael train. I've seen Vince, T-Mac, seen Kevin Durant train, watch Steph shoot, watch all these guys train. One of the things that's very hard for me as a fan and a person that loves and respects this game, y'all, is the amount of times that I watch SGA look for a call has made me think differently about him. Because I know what's going to happen. What happens is when they win their second championship, or if they win their second championship back-to-back, he wins back-to-back MVPs. Somebody's going to come on this network and say that he's top 10 or top 15, greatest of all time. It's going to happen. Somebody's going to do it. It's not going to be me, but somebody's going to do it. I know how our network, I know how the world works. Those people in that conversation were top 10, top 15, greatest of all time. Do they exhibit mannerisms like this, where they look for bailouts every single time? Literally, first possession of game 2, throwing his hands up to the ref. We can watch clip by clip of the things that he does on the court, where I'm looking at him and say, man, I want to root for you. You are cold. Why do you need to play the game like that? You are cold-blooded. You're an assassin. Why do you need to exhibit these type of mannerisms? And when I started watching Wemby, people can say that Wemby pops it always. You know why Wemby gave somebody an elbow the other day? You know why KP wanted to have him ejected for a series? Because he gets pulled and tugged on all the time. You know what? Wemby don't say a damn word. He don't say nothing to nobody. He just keep playing. He keep running through it. He keeps getting pulled, keeps getting checked by Hartstein, playing through it all the time. But when I watch SGA, I get the brilliance, I get the eliteness of the level of player he's at. But as a former player, I sit there and I'm like, I can't, how am I supposed to root for that? Why does he need to play that way? And I know that it's rewarded. I know that sometimes the refs call it. I get it's a championship mentality and that's how they can win it all. But damn, that doesn't mean that I have to like it as a former player. I don't like it.
You want to know how many players have played inside of the NBA since it's been an organization? 4,800 people. 4,800 people have laced up their shoes, have played at least one game inside the NBA. To put inside of perspective, LeBron has only played against 35% of the league since it's been around. That's how long the league has been around entirely. And now we have a new generation of basketball players, a lot of them that are extremely talented, including SGA. But you have a problem where now they're taking advantage of these wild foul calls and it's making the game unwatchable. You're seeing it live. And it's not just him. It's a lot of other NBA players. But we're going to tackle a situation that's at hand. It's the NBA playoffs. We got the Knicks, we got the Thunder, we got the Spurs. We got some good teams that are in here. OKC has proved to the entire world that literally they are willing to cheat their way into getting another chip. Drawing fouls or calls that aren't actually there. You know, and I do respect that the Spurs, especially with Victor Wembanyama, is trying his best to keep his composure inside of the game and play within the rules because the refs aren't helping. The refs want OKC to go bad. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw OKC versus the Knicks because they are constantly trying to give these guys calls, and it's not working out for them in the long run. This will not work out in the long run. How do you fix this problem for the NBA? Especially when you're seeing younger guys now picking up on this and are using it at the lower levels too, in college. And now you're starting to see it trickle down into high school basketball. Because I won't be surprised if now these rules try to get infiltrated inside of those levels. And when now it's just a regular thing. Defense has become one of the most least popular things across sports in general. Because you're starting to see it inside of my sport, football. You can't tackle a guy too hard. You can't get your hands on someone too hard. You can't guard, especially as an offensive lineman. You can't really put your hands on the defensive tackle. Just the level of what the hell inside of these leagues. We're rewarding offense and defense is just there, it's just moving dummies. And that's not how the game is supposed to be played in any sport. And you're seeing the consequences of that. It's not always fun to run up scores. Sometimes having a close game is the best type of games to watch because you're at the edge of your seat on who's going to get that last point or that last few points. In the NBA alone, we're starting to see these games going skyrocketing because offense has taken the cake. Defense doesn't get praised as much anymore. If you play hard defense, you're considered a dirty player. If you're playing great defense on a star shooter, you're literally a number one most wanted guy on the list. It's sickening and it's disgusting. What is going on with the game of basketball? What's going on with the game of sports? Competitiveness over a point system. Tell me what y'all think.